a little bit about Boston College, what you saw from that game, and then lead us into SIU.
Yeah, obviously it's always good to start the season off with a victory, especially on the road. But the great thing about that game was, we can play so much better. And when you watch the tape, there was a lot of things that, we can do as a football team and play better, execute better, be more efficient. But we can learn from those things after a win. And I'm talking in all three phases: offense, defense, and special teams. And so yesterday and this morning, I really like to look on the kids' eyes and how they attack the practice. They have an urgency, they have an energy, they have a maturity to understand, this week we need to play better against Southern Illinois. Obviously, we have a mature team, that understand, we are fighting, for a standard. And I think if you can keep it small and keep it simple on the things that you can control, then you have a chance for long-term success. And talking about success, success is a dirty process. When you have a little bit of success, you got to wash it off and start over. And that's the process we're in right now, starting over in our preparation for SIU. Really, really proud of my coaching staff. I don't think this gets talked about enough, but we got 4 new coaches, 4 new graduate assistants, so that's 8 new guys that went through a first game experience with us for the first time, and really want to say thank you to my core group of coaches that's been here with me. They really showed the new coaches the ropes, how we do things, why we do things, why it's important to do the things that we do to give ourselves a chance to be successful. And I'll be remiss if I didn't mention that, because I thought it was great in-game adjustments, great halftime adjustments. They led those young men. It was no flinch, no panic on the sidelines when it got tighter, and I think that will serve us well long term. For us, we have very little self-inflicted wounds as far as penalties and things like that. We have 4 penalties for 35 yards. If we can continue to play clean football, protect the ball, tackle well, we'll have a chance every week that we play. Obviously, we have a big challenge this week. Southern Illinois, a top 25 opponent. I think from a quarterback and a skill perspective, they're probably better than what we saw a week ago. So we have to be dialed in to what they do. They got a head coach who's been a quarterback, who's calling. I'm imagining he's involved with the play calling. He's gonna make sure you defend the whole field, and that's a tremendous challenge for us. I thought defensively they played really well. They got a scrappy group, a group that's going to be physical and try to get after you. And so for us, we have to make sure we understand that this game is a big game for us, our first home game against a really good football team that beat Northwestern a year ago. That understands, they won't be shocked to come in here and play us. They play teams in their conference, North Dakota State, South Dakota State, Illinois State, Youngstown State. All those teams are very good football teams. So the Missouri Valley is a great brand of football. We have to play our best to give ourselves a chance to win this game. And one thing I told our team, I can care less about style or style points. If we score 1 more point than them, I'm going to celebrate just as much as we celebrated last year. Because football is hard to win, and it takes a lot to win. And when you have an opportunity to experience that win, enjoy it. So for us, the pressure is on the preparation to play our best game of football that we can be. And then on Saturday, cut it loose and play free, have fun, and do it with your teammates. So we're looking forward to this week. They are honoring the 1983 championship team. Which it should be a great turnout. A lot of the guys coming back with pride in the bricks, and can't wait to see the environment on Saturday.
Coach, when you took the job here, you said you liked playing Illinois schools on your schedule and like to have them at least one in a season.
Yeah.
I still like that.
No, I really like that. I think it's a great opportunity. A lot of players have played against each other or played with each other in high school. You know, we have, about 40% of our team from the state of Illinois, and I'm sure they know a lot of guys on our team. We know a lot of guys on their team through recruiting, but it shouldn't go one way. You know, we should have an opportunity to play Illinois, and we should have an opportunity to play Northwestern as well. That's what it's meant for. So this is a great opportunity for us this week against Southern Illinois. I think, our administration would like to continue to, schedule games in state, and I think it's a big deal for everybody involved.
Coach, you guys lost a lot of close games last year that you were in. So what did it mean to win a close game, especially on the road right off the bat like that?
Well, I think that's something we practiced on in training camp, one possession games. Really put an emphasis on, for us to turn it around the way we want to turn it around this season, we have to win one possession games. I think, sometimes players think they're going to blow people out. That's just not real. That's not college football. I watched Duke blow out Clemson last night, so it's hard. Football is hard. You have to play well. You have to execute. You have to be assignment sound, disciplined, focused. And so one possession games is part of the MAC. I mean, if you look at the history of this conference, there's been a lot of one possession games, and we have to continue to, in those moments, make the plays that matter. And I was proud of the way those guys made those plays at the end of the game.
Coach, Southern scored 49 points last weekend. They're up 42 to 3 after 3 quarters. How important is it for you guys to play clean football on the offensive side when you're going against such a high-powered offense?
Yeah, no, Southern is a dynamic offense. I mean, they can get speed and space. They have a bunch of guys that can make you miss, the receivers, the running back, the quarterback. And so, we got to have all hands on deck from a defensive standpoint, but also offensively, we have to make sure we do our job. We have to score points this week. And so, we left a lot of points out last week, and we got to take advantage of those opportunities this week.
How do you evaluate how Rocky did last week, and what are you expecting out of him this week?
Yeah, Rocky needs to play better. I think he'll be the first person to tell you that. And now he's got a chip on his shoulder, which is good. You love when players have a chip on their shoulder to play better and to do better. But you know what? He made the plays when it counted, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. So he's our leader on offense. We believe in him. And we're gonna continue to give him opportunities to throw the ball because, like I said, we want to be balanced on offense. And balance don't mean we're 50-50, 30 runs, 30 passes, but balance means, hey, if you can run for 200 yards and pass for 200 yards, that's great balance. But you shouldn't need the same amount of attempts to pass the ball for 200 yards as you do to run the ball for 200 yards, if that makes sense. So we want to be balanced. We want to take what the defense gives us. I think we have a lot of versatile pieces on offense, and we want to get those guys a chance to make plays.
Are you a little surprised the way you played?
Yeah, I was surprised, but when you look at the tape, it was really all mechanics. His feet were bad in situations, so you clean up his mechanics, and he hits on a lot of those throws. And we can say all we want, we can say he's a 7th-year senior, but still, you have some nerves and anxiousness that come with playing the game of football that I'm sure he experienced. I mean, not outwardly, but inwardly, I'm sure he had some of those jitters. This is a young man that thought maybe his career in the game of football was over. So I know he'll settle down this week. He'll be what we think he can be. He had a great training camp. One game will not define him, and I know he's excited to play this week.
Coach, how can you carry that momentum over from an overtime road win in week 1 while still staying focused on, the task of getting the win in the home opener?
Yeah, you know what? We're not big into momentum like that. That has no bearing. We talk about in the game, momentum is one play to the next. So definitely one game to the next has no bearing on what we do. But what we are process-oriented in our thought process. We want to attack the week, attack the practice, attack the preparation, attack the film study in a way that makes us prepare for Saturday And then at that point, when the whistle blows, you go play football. I'm not a big believer in adding pressure to players or anything. I watched Swamp Kings on the trip to Boston College, and Tim Tebow was talking about the pressure to win a second national championship. That's crazy to me. Go out there and play the game that you played since you was 5 or 6 years old, and have fun doing it. I think sometimes we make this thing too serious. That's the last thing we're going to do in our program. We want these kids to enjoy the experience, go play good football, and then, when the whistle blows, we'll look at the scoreboard and see what happens.
Could you get into a little more detail about Nick Baker, SIU's quarterback? Does he like to get out of the pocket and throw? Or?
You know what? I don't know much about him personally, but I would imagine he was a point guard on the basketball team. I would imagine he was a shortstop on the baseball team. He's just a young man that knows how to win, knows how to compete. I think he's completing 67% of his passes. I think sometimes people look at your height and think, okay, this guy can't play. This guy is a tremendous football player. I believe Doug Flutie was 5'9" as well. So, he can scramble. He can make plays with his legs. He can make plays in the pocket. He can make plays on the run. And when he distributes the ball, he got guys that can make plays with run after the catch and things like that as well. So very talented offensive skill group that's very dangerous. We got to make sure we are assignment sound with great eye discipline and work as a unit, all 11 guys working together, communicating together to give ourselves a chance to slow this offense down.
It's kind of almost like a bragging rights game where you'll use it maybe in recruiting down the line if you guys win on Saturday and,
No, I guess I don't look at football games as bragging rights. We look at it as an opportunity to just try to win a game. I'm not going to, I respect their program. Coach Keel was there. I think Coach Keel coached Coach Hill in college. So we respect their program, respect what they've done, how they've done it, and after the game we'll shake hands, and it's nothing but respect. But we're not looking to brag about anything about a football game. We respect the game here. We respect what it takes, and after the game on Saturday, we'll leave it at that.
You talked about close games and not caring about style points. What does a win like Saturday do, especially for the guys that weren't here in 2021, to get that message across and, I guess, stress the importance of, hey, just get the win? What's that?
Well, the message has already been planted, so I don't have to talk about a message after we won a close game. We talked about it since January of the things we need to do to be successful. And to me, the players believe that they can get it done, and that's all that matters. And they went out there and got it done. So, we were up 14, then tied, then went to overtime. All those situations that happen in the game, we practice. And so as a coach, all you can do is hope that your guys are fully prepared for the moment and then take advantage of the opportunity. And I think they did that last week.
Coach, Ontario Brown missing time in Saturday's game against Boston College. Do you have any idea if he'll be ready to go for this Saturday against Southern?
Yeah, he's perfectly healthy. He practiced yesterday, he practiced today. So he actually went back in the game after he went down. So, he's ready to go. He's ready to get better this week and try to have a better game than he had last week.
they compare to anybody you've played the last few years here or not?
No, I think, schematically they are a lot different. Defensively, they're going to play a 3-down front, is what they showed last week. Maybe they play some 4-down front against us. I don't know. I know last year they kind of jumped in and out of 3-down front and 4-down front. This is a good football team, so we respect them. They got their own flavor. You see a lot of NFL concepts in their offense, a lot of college concepts, a lot of different things to try to undress you in a variety of ways. And we got to make sure we continue to prepare up into game time.
You moved Justin Lynch to receiver, and he throws a touchdown pass for you in this game. How valuable is a guy like that who can do so many things for you on the offensive side?
No, we actually moved him to running back. He's a tremendous runner. and we feel good about all the different things that he can do. We actually had a lot more plays in the package for him to play. Hopefully we can experience that the whole season. So love everything that Justin brings to our offense. He is a good running back, and we feel really good about what he can do with the ball in his hand. Obviously, he can throw it as well. He's been a quarterback before, but we got a lot of things we can do with him. It's voluminous what we can do. So I'm excited about what he adds to our team from an offensive perspective and the different things we can do with him.
Has he grabbed that role quicker than you thought he was?
He has. I mean, sometimes the position takes some time to develop. But what you saw, he's gotten better and better and better in a short amount of time. And I think it surprised himself. It's probably surprised our coaches. And he's a weapon for us. And so we would love to, continue to find different ways to make him have an impact on the game.
Is this the first time you had somebody in this kind of role that can do a lot of things since you've been here now?
Yeah, no. I mean, it's a great advantage, right? It's a lot to prepare for. Offensive coaches, they stay here late at night creating new things for different people, and it's good to see that they can go out there and execute. But it comes from, we spent a lot of time this summer working on football things that we thought may help us during the season. And so these guys, they have a familiarity with the things we're asking them to do. And so it's not new install every week. It's kind of, hey, these are base things that we believe in, and finding some different ways to get it done.
What's having a reliable go-to fullback type player do for you guys? And do you feel, especially after Saturday, Brock's that guy for you?
Yeah, I mean, Brock's an important piece to our offense. I mean, we line him up all over the field. Thought he played extremely physical last week in the run game, in the receiving game, running the ball. There's a lot more we can do with him. So we're going to continue to put more on his plate. He's very valuable and a guy that can, make an impact for us on an offensive perspective.
Any more questions for Coach Hammock? All right.
Thank you. Go Huskies.
All right, we're ready to go with our Husky players here today. We have offensive lineman J.J. Lippy, fullback Brock Lampy, and safety Nate Valcarcel. Questions for the Husky players?
Nate, what does it say about the defense? You guys had 5 players with 5+ tackles last week. What does it say about the versatility of that unit?
I mean, the versatility is really good. We have, 4 guys at linebacker that can play. So, splitting reps between, like, our first and 2 deep guys, just be able to make plays, is very good. So it shows that, we can, like, have guys in and out the game to keep guys healthy.
For all of you guys, what's it mean, not just to get a win in your opening game, but to win a close, hard-fought battle like that and do it on the road? What does it do for your psyche going forward here?
JJ?
Yeah, it means a lot. It means a lot to our program. I mean, obviously, boneyard victories is a big thing for us. Knocking off a Power 5 opponent like that definitely gives us a lot of confidence going into the next game. But, this is a new week, and we're just trying to go 1-0 this week, so we got to move on.
Brock?
Yeah. agree with a lot of what JJ said. Big win for our program, a lot of pride. But yeah, just got to go 1-0 this week.
Nate, winning this close game?
It felt good, especially, first time starting. So, the game felt good. I give them respect. But like Hammock said in our team meeting, forget last week. This is a new week. We got to go 1-0.
What can you guys build on from last week's offensive performance that you can take in to this upcoming game on Saturday?
Rob, go ahead.
I think, I think we ran the ball pretty well on Saturday. Sorry, what was the question again?
Just what can you build on from last week that you thought you did well that you can take into this game on Saturday?
Yeah, we're going to continue to need to run the ball well. I think we can have some more explosive plays in the pass game, but, continue to run the ball well.
JJ?
Definitely physicality. I think we pride ourselves on that a lot offensively. I think we can definitely take that from Boston College because I think we were pretty physical all game, but we definitely got to clean up a lot of details and stuff, like personnel-wise and formations and stuff like that. So I think we're definitely going to take physicality and really hone in on that.
Nate, what was kind of coach's message regarding like style points and not really, caring about a pretty victory, just getting the win?
Right.
And how, I guess, receptive has especially the defense been to that message?
When Hammock says that message, he kind of just saying, it don't matter if we win by 20 or by 1 point. A win's a win. It's going to be in the left column, right? So, it just shows that, if any way how we do it, if we have a win, that's a win.
How, I guess, what's a win like, getting the win and, I guess you'd say probably not a ton of style points from Saturday, especially toward the end. What's that kind of do to getting the win like that kind of do to, I guess, solidify that message in you guys?
We were up, and obviously, towards the end, it started being a tie game, overtime. I think that just describes us, we're going to keep fighting, on offense and defense. And yeah.
Nate, when you watch film of SIU, what kind of jumps out about their offense at first and their quarterback, who's considered one of the best in FCS?
I didn't get too much time to watch so much, but from watching a little bit of film from them, they want to get the ball out in space. They got pretty good guys outside at receiver. Their running back's pretty good. So just watching them, showing that the QB is versatile. He can run the ball. So, we got to be ready for that. Last week it happened, with the second QB coming in. So we just got to be ready for this QB coming up and then make sure we tackle outside of space.
On the offensive side of the ball, how important will it be to take care of the ball and play clean football against such a high-powered offense on the other side?
JJ?
It's very important. We always preach ball security, like the ball's a program. So I think it's like any other week with ball security and stuff. And I think we really got to make sure that we hang on to the ball.
Yeah. Coach always says, preaches ball security. The ball's the program. So, it's like any other week.
You guys got any friends or anything like that from Southern? That you know of or played against?
I don't.
We brought a lot of Wisconsin.
Yeah.
guys.
We're all from Wisconsin.
Yeah. we didn't get any Illinoisans today.
Brock, with a lot of teams playing a lot of, your shotgun 4 or 5 wide receiver sets, for you to find, your own spot in this program and for the offensive coaches to trust you getting the ball to you as much as they did on Saturday, what does that mean to you to say that, this is a program that respects your skill of position that a lot of people don't really use anymore?
Yeah. People would, I think, call me a traditional fullback. I really take pride in it. As a tight end group, fullback, we call ourselves the Mutts. We can do a lot of different things. I like to show that I can catch balls in space, run the ball, be physical, block, do tight end things. So yeah, I take a lot of pride in being able to do a lot of things for our offense.
Brock, I know you won the Hard Hat Award in the spring for your work ethic. Just describe how you attacked preparing yourself for this season and maybe the sense of urgency now as an upperclassman that you have brought to this season.
In spring ball, my role expanded a lot. I think mainly just doing a lot more tight end things, running the ball. I think just my mindset was, they're going to throw a lot at me. I'm going to do my best, come prepared each day. I'm going to make some mistakes, but don't fret over that. Just come today, attack every single day.
JJ, when we talk about goal setting, we think of running backs, quarterbacks, the guys who put up the stats. Okay, so as an offensive lineman who you've got, a lot of you guys are back this year, what are things that you guys are looking at to indicate that you're moving the bar forward, that you're getting better as a unit?
Really just owning the line of scrimmage every game. Like you said, we are a vet group, so we have a lot of playing experience. So I think when we know that we're owning the line of scrimmage, whether it's run blocking or rushing for 200 yards, or if we're just pass blocking for Rocky and he's throwing for 200-300 yards, I think we take a lot of pride in that, and we take a lot of pride in keeping Rocky clean, and we also take a lot of pride in really running the ball well.
How about playing at home? How are you looking forward to, playing in front of the home crowd this week, getting that home opener, and what do you want to see support-wise from the community and everyone on campus?
Yeah, I'm very excited to be at home this week. It's always fun to have a home game. We hope the Huskies fans come out and be rowdy, and yeah, we're definitely looking forward to it.
Nate?
I can't wait for the home opener. Leading off last week onto this week, there's gonna be a big crowd. Lots of my family and friends are coming, so I think it's gonna be a great environment. I think that this year is our year, so can't wait to see you guys there.
Yeah, I'm super excited to go play at home. My family's gonna be there. It's always nice to get a road win, but it's even sweeter to get a win at home.
Anything else for these guys? All right, we will let them go. Thanks everyone for being here.
Thank you.
Guys,
Thank you.
appreciate you.